Hey everybody. For the last year, you've been watching us go ahead and put installs into the different Tesla vehicles. And it's been quite the journey that we've had. We've installed quite a few different things into the Model Y and the Cybertrucks and the Model 3. Well, today we wanted to go ahead and count down our top 5 installs for the Cybertruck, because these are the ones that we really like. Not that we didn't really like any of the installs, but
Right.
these are the top items that we think are must-haves in the Cybertruck, because even to this day, we're still using them without a shadow of a doubt, and they're doing quite well.
Yeah, they're useful. So there's so many different ways you can modify your Cybertruck, but these ones here, these are like the ones that you just gotta have. I think they're amazing. Some of them are difficult to install, some of them are easy, but nonetheless, you gotta have them. So here we go.
Number 5. Number 5 install is actually pretty interesting, because I didn't know what to think of it at first, because it was going to add some ambient lighting to the Cybertruck.
The interior, yeah.
The interior. Mm-hmm. And I had never put in any LED strips into the vehicle before, and so this was the first one. And so number 5 is the LED light strip for the Cybertruck. And what it does, it actually goes underneath the dash where you mount it, and you just put some double-sided tape in there. It wires into the glove box, into the USB, and you have a USB hub that you put in there, and it actually lights up, turns into all different colors. And quite frankly, this was my first encounter with the Magic Lantern app. And it turns out this app is used for many different types of LED strips in all of the vehicles, and it works quite well. So with this light strip, you can not only change the colors to basically any color that you want, you can also have different designs. You can even have it beat to the different music in your vehicle, and it adds quite the pizzazz to it.
Yeah. It definitely turns your Cybertruck into a party machine. So when you're ready to go out and you want to hear your favorite beats, these light strips here, that nice strip goes to the beat, pulsates. Very nice addition, I love it.
Fun fact, these lights came out before Tesla gave the update to have the accent lights pulse to the music.
Oh, right. But hey, it's a nice addition. In fact, what I like about this is that it fits the look and feel of the Cybertruck itself. So it's almost like it's an OEM object in there. It's like it's not even an aftermarket, it's like part of the vehicle. So I like the way it just kind of blends right in.
So for the LED install, on a difficulty scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest, we rate this one a 2.
Yeah, I would say 2. Pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Beginner level, definitely.
Number 4. So this install is kind of unique because we're going to talk about it here. We filmed it, but we've never put it up on the channel, and there's a very good reason for that.
Right.
And it's really nice. I highly recommend it, but we had some issues with it. And so...
Major issues, actually.
Yeah, actually I bricked my Cybertruck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, we never put it out there, but we're going to send some behind the scenes for you. The Cybertruck ended up on a flatbed.
It did.
And he managed to get it to DOS. There's nothing but error messages on the screen.
It was bad. It was really bad. But what it was the Yoke Steering Wheel, which is actually a great addition to the Cybertruck. It's just that the only reason I'm putting it at number 4 is because of the difficulty on the install on this one. And every time we've done yoke steering wheels, and I know you haven't seen any yokes on the channel, and there are reasons why there have not been yokes on the channel. We have yokes in the vehicles, but you've never seen it on the channel.
Yeah, they have been very, very difficult to install.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being easiest, 5 being the hardest, this install is, well, it's an easy 5.
It's a hard 5. This thing, you got to know the torque pressure. You have to, if it shifts into a different position, you brick your truck. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, so to explain exactly what happened, in the Cybertruck, it has a few little different nuances in how you install the wheel. You really got to make sure the high voltage battery is disconnected before you start going into the yoke and the low voltage system. You have to make sure all of that's disconnected, because what happens is the moment you remove the yoke, the steering wheel starts spinning, and when that thing spins, it's not going to happen. And then when they went to put the yoke back on, because I was not going to do this install myself, I paid somebody to do it. And when they went to put it back on, they pushed it back on and it crushed the steering control module. So that was an expensive mistake. And well, we learned from that one.
Yeah.
It really...
It costs.
Yeah, it costs.
Yeah.
But that's the reason you've never really seen it on the channel. I think there might be one more yoke on the way that we're gonna do, and we might actually
we might be successful in actually doing this the first time around. Because every single yoke we've done has not yoked. Yoke ain't been yoking. It's very difficult.
It is. So make sure you get somebody that is experienced on the vehicle that you want to have it installed in. If you do that, I'm going to tell you, even though we went through all these trials and tribulations, I would not hesitate to do it again.
Oh, absolutely. It is well worth the struggle.
It is, because the yoke seems like it was designed for the Cybertruck. It comes with the squircle. The squircle is kind of like, well, why'd you do that?
Right.
Why don't you just put the yoke in there? The yoke feels very natural in the Cybertruck because the throw of the wheel only goes about from here.
Right. The steer-by-wire doesn't go a couple of different, only goes so far. So that yoke just feels great.
So it feels absolutely natural. And after driving around with it for so long, it feels absolutely natural. And I would highly recommend getting the Yoke Steering Wheel for the Cybertruck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Number 3. Okay, so many of you out there may think this is completely overrated. I know Tom does, because he doesn't have a Cybertruck yet. He has a Porsche.
Team Porsche.
Yeah. And because of that, he's not had to utilize certain features of the Cybertruck, because after you get your Cybertruck and the excitement has worn off, well, I don't know if the excitement ever actually wears off, but once the newness of it wears off, you start to use it as a truck. And when you start to use it as a truck, you start to realize you don't have certain amenities that you normally expect to have with a truck.
Okay.
And so one of those things is storage.
I mean, you got a big old vault back there.
The vault is good.
Yeah.
The vault's very good, but all these little knickknacks, like things you need to wash the vehicle with, repair kits, things of that nature. All these you need little storage compartments. And so that's where the under-seat storage bin comes in for the Cybertruck. Now, Tesla does sell this. It is an option to get with the truck. However, I would recommend going to the different vendors and picking that up. There are a few different types. I believe I've shown you a couple of them on the channel. Go check them out, because these things are actually invaluable. Now, yes, you do lose that floor space when you raise up your back seat, but the amount of storage that you're able to gain from that is invaluable, truth be told. And so I store quite a bit of stuff back there, and I've had a couple of different types of storage bins back there, and it's worked out quite well. I would highly recommend this one as well.
I would say at least the thing I like about it is the level of difficulty installing these.
Oh, absolutely. The level of difficulty for installing the under-seat storage, we're rating this one up.
0.
Fair enough.
0. Literally put it in there. And
strap it in. And quite frankly, I've had it where the original one that I had, it had nylon straps. The straps themselves didn't break, but the plastic clip that they clipped onto, those broke.
Okay.
And so the next one that I got actually had these Velcro straps that didn't have the plastic clips, and they actually worked really, really well. I appreciated the Velcro. But what I found out was you don't really need anything to hold it in there, because the seats
sit on top of it, right?
Yeah. Unless
so they fold on top of it.
Yep. So they don't even move.
They don't move.
They don't move.
So yeah, easiest thing to install ever. I love it. It's definitely a 0.
For number 2, coming in second place, we have one of my all-time favorite installs. Not.
Well, it's well worth it at the end again.
It's worth it at the end, but to this day, I think my fingers hurt. Every time I do this, I've done this countless times already.
Why don't you use gloves?
I can't get my fingers where.
That happens sometimes.
Coming in at number 2, we have the Cybertruck seat covers.
Yes.
Now, I know you guys are riding around in black seats, because all Cybertrucks come with black seats, except for the really cheap one, in which case they're kind of grayish and they're made of fabric. Hope y'all don't have those. Ooh, get rid of them. The Cybertrucks mostly have the black vegan leather seats. Well, sometimes you don't want black. I've installed red ones, I've installed white ones, and I've installed ones with logos on them and without logos. They look fantastic. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
They really set your Cybertruck off. Doesn't matter what color you can get custom. In my case, I have some custom designs on some of the seats. I have the Cyber Beast logo on my seats in the Cybertruck, which I really think is nice. And they do come in different colors, and I would highly recommend doing that to really check out your Cybertruck. Also, they wind up protecting your original seats, and they are ventilated so that the heated seats and the cooling seats actually work. Now, I know the cooling seats in the Cybertruck to begin with, it's not all that good, truth be told.
Yeah.
But it does come through the seat covers, believe it or not. And sometimes because I have the white ones, I have had people stain them. I've had to use leather cleaner and everything else to clean it up. But that's from people wearing some really cheap clothing. I've only had it happen twice, I think. But on the regular seats, that the same thing would happen with the regular seats.
It would stain it, yeah.
It would stain it, even though they're black. So as somebody once told me, the only difference between the black seats and the white seats is that you get to see the dirt on one opposed to not seeing it on the other, but it's still there. Mm-hmm. So if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're not that expensive. And so every few years you can go ahead and just change them out if they get too dirty and you don't want to do it anymore. Good. The upside is your original seats are still good. So when you go to sell the vehicle or change it out,
boom, you have really nice seats. Yeah.
There you go. Once again, highly recommend. That's why they're number 2, because number 1's coming up next.
Well, you know, the only thing I love, I believe that this should be number 2. It is easily one of my favorites. The only thing is the difficulty level, because Jesus Christ, it is a beast.
It is a beast. It's more painful. It's not hard to learn how to put them in, but it is a very tedious process. Yeah. And let me tell you, to this day, my fingertips still hurt. They do. Grabbing those hooks, trying to run the straps in down between the seats.
Mm-hmm. Tucking them in down in there. And yeah.
Yes, yeah. It was hurt. So once again, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being easiest, 5 being the hardest, oof. I would put it at a 3.5. Okay. And the reason I give it the half is because of the pain value. I mean, it's not that hard, but ouch.
Would it be easier with 2 people?
It's definitely easier with 2 people. I've done it with 2 people. That makes it a lot easier.
What would you rate it if it was 2 people?
3.
So it's just a half point more.
It's just not as painful.
Gotcha. All right. So there you have it.
It's a solid 3.
Solid 3.
The common person can absolutely do it. It's just going to take you half the day to put them in if you've never done it before. Just set aside a day to do it, and you will get it done eventually. But it's a pain. I'm just giving you a fair warning, but very much so worth it.
Very much so worth it. Definitely.
Yep. Here we are coming up on number 1. The number 1 install on the Cybertruck. My gosh, what could that be? I have done several of these, and normally I would rate it number 1 on all the vehicles, truth be told, but we're gonna do the Model Y in another video here. So go ahead and take a look at that wherever we're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna put it somewhere. Model Y, top 5, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, you're exactly. Hint, it doesn't have the same number 1.
Right.
Fair warning.
Right.
But the number 1 item for the Cybertruck that we have installed is a game changer. Because if you've never seen it before, you would never appreciate it. But the first time you use it, you're gonna be like, I should have gotten this a long time ago.
Absolutely.
And that is the Cybertruck screen swivel.
Yes.
I know. It doesn't seem like much. I know people are looking at us like, wait, that's it? Huh? I don't get it. Why you?
Well, you know what? I thought Tesla would have included that already by, OEM.
They do that on the X.
They do it on the X, but not on the Cybertruck.
Correct.
Strange to me. You gotta have the swivel, because sometimes there's a glare going on. Sometimes you want to show someone else, in a passenger seat. You just want to tilt it over.
Well, more than that, the thing normally sits here in the middle of the dash, and if you want to see anything, you got to go.
Oh. Yeah.
You got to really glance over.
Yeah.
When you turn it and it's facing you head on, I'm telling you, that makes a world of difference. It feels like a different vehicle just by having that screen face you.
I can't even imagine. Right, that makes sense now. You could tilt it. It's like it's there. Yeah.
Right.
And the windshield's here. Boom. Look, glance down. Boom. It's not.
If you've ever used one of those curved monitors, you might kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about, being able to look over at the different screens. That little curve doesn't seem like it does much, but reality, it does a lot.
Oh yeah.
And that screen swivel is pretty much the same way. Now, I will tell you, the screen swivel comes in 2 different flavors. There's 1.0 and 2.0. In the 2.0, it's gonna just basically replace the screen that you got. No difference, you won't recognize anything except for it being able to swivel left, right, up, and down. But the 1.0 version will drop your screen about an inch or so. So your screen's gonna drop down. Now, there are some upsides to this, and there's some downsides to this. The upside is that for people that are, let's say, vertically challenged.
I'm an optical illusion, bro. We're actually close to the same height.
Yeah. Okay. Delusion runs in the family?
Yeah, it does actually. As a matter of fact, our last name is Love. So, Love is like, you gotta be delusional to be in love, right? So, love.
There you go. So, you get the chance, if you're a little vertically challenged, it drops the screen just a little bit lower, and believe it or not, that makes it a little bit easier for you to look at the screen, believe it or not, even though you can see over the dash just quite fine. So some people actually like this. So normally what happens is the screen is raised up a little and it's a little bit above the dashboard and it looks a little obtuse, especially for those OCD folk. You don't like seeing things, you want
everything level? Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that the regular screen is. You put that 1.0 screen swivel in, I promise you it's gonna perfectly line up with your dash and you will be a very happy person.
Yeah, very level. Yeah.
But like I said, the only downside is if you're a little bit taller, you don't want your screen dropped. Because when I raised mine back up and used the 2.0 version, I felt a breath of fresh air. Like, I have my screen back. This is great.
All right.
It came a little bit farther up to my eye level, which I was very happy about. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, this one's a tough one because I've done so many of these. It's not a hard project, provided you follow the instructions. If you watch my video, you won't have a problem.
Right.
I promise.
2.5?
2.5.
2.5?
2.5.
Because it's not as hard. It's not quite as hard as the seat covers.
No, that's just painful.
Yeah.
No.
And the seat covers was about a 3.
Yeah, it's about a 2.5.
2.5 on a difficulty level.
If you can turn a wrench, you can change out the screen swivel. That's all it is. It's just unscrewing screws and unplugging the HDMI cord and plugging it back in.
Right.
Very easy stuff here. Once again, the reason it's number 1 is because I believe it is the one that gives you the number 1 comfort factor, and it's more for the driver more than anything else, and it feels good when you're driving the vehicle.
Yeah. That's a game changer. It really is. It's a game changer.
And that's the reason it comes in at number 1.
Wait. There is an honorable mention. We did our top 5 already. One more.
That's true.
One more.
We did hit number 1, but we couldn't leave this one off the list because, quite frankly, there were a lot of great installs, but I wouldn't feel right about leaving this off the list and mentioning it and what that is the Cybertruck cabin refrigerator.
The refrigerator is everything. Can you imagine having a refrigerator in the cabin? I mean, you can just literally pull out and drink and drive. Don't do that. You can pull out and drink a Gatorade. Like, that's everything. That's everything.
It is. And here's the thing, right? Let me tell you, this thing is really underappreciated. It really is. I was sitting there going, why would I want a refrigerator right there in my center console? And then I started using it and look, this thing gets cold, really cold.
Right.
As in, I put my Gatorades in there and about an hour or 2 later, they're almost frozen, okay? I turned it all the way down and I want my really cold drink. So whenever we do a road trip, I absolutely have this thing working. I have it on and it keeps anything you put in there cold. So, like I said, if you're on a road trip, you want to take frozen meals with you on the trip, pop in the microwave, it's not a problem. I'm telling you.
Or tailgate.
Same thing, yeah. If you want to keep your food cold, you want to have your cold beverages for the tailgating party, this is your answer, without a doubt.
Yeah, this right here is not replaceable. This is a must-have.
It is absolutely.
It is a must-have. You gotta have a refrigerator.
And what's also great about it is that it does not use a whole lot of power. I've kept this thing on for like all day because if you turn the switch on to keep your accessories on, it'll only stay on for 12 hours. I flipped that switch where I've been on a road trip, a 24-hour road trip, driving back from Colorado.
Right.
And I just swipe it a couple of times just to make sure that I just reset it. This thing does not eat a lot of power. It's kind of mind-boggling because usually when you think of a refrigerator, you're going, Yeah, it's
right. You're thinking a compressor or something, and it's just going to be taking a lot of power. But yeah, really good.
No, it sips power. I don't even notice it when I'm driving down the road. It doesn't use a lot at all. And to have that convenience of having nice frozen drinks in there, man.
Not replaceable.
No. And on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you think it was?
That's about a 1.5, right? I mean, you just slide it under. Well, you had to trim.
It was a little bit more than that.
Yeah, you had to have a little trim, but.
I would rate it a solid 2.
Okay.
I would put it as a solid 2 because you have to remove the trim, and putting the new trim back on there could be kind of tedious. I know I have had problems with that and just getting the clips in there, but it plugs into the regular power in the Cybertruck, the 115 volt AC plug. That's where it plugs into. You just install this panel, but just sliding in there, I would put it at a solid 2. It's really easy, but it doesn't take any know-how.
No.
It doesn't really take any tools. You just got to be willing to pull up the trim that's there.
And don't turn the box upside down.
If you do, you've got to let it sit for the next 4 hours.
Right.
Exactly. Otherwise, you're going to ruin the compressor if you try to turn it on. So there's that.
Yeah, so that's a small little gotcha, but I mean, you follow instructions, like you said, in and out. Done.
Like I said, we'll put a link to that video as well. So that's it for the list. It is an absolutely wonderful list. Let us know what you think of the list in the comments below, or if you think we left anything off of this list, or that you think that should be on the list, let us know as well. Or
Absolutely.
If you guys haven't seen any installs on the channel that you want to see, let us know, and we'll see what we can make that happen and try to show you some unique stuff on the Cybertruck.
Absolutely.
So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Peace.